Hey guys, forgive me, I am in my workout clothes. And my hair's a mess. All right, but it slipped my mind yesterday to do a video. It was just so busy, and I wanted to make sure I got on here and did a video this morning, and I'm gonna try and do another one too. So I'm gonna do two today, hopefully. Okay, this is video number 3. I'm gonna start numbering these videos, so make sure that if you didn't see the previous ones, you click on the discussion in the event, and you go back and you, I've done 2 other videos, so make sure that you watch those, okay? Thursday's video was actually about, do I have time to be a coach? Be sure that you watch that one. That was actually a really good video. I'm gonna actually post it on my personal page, probably tomorrow night, but make sure that you see that one because that was a big concern for me. So if you're in this event page, it means that you've either showed interest in coaching, or I felt like you could make a good coach, so I invited you to this event page, or we talked about coaching somewhere along the lines in the past. So I'm actually doing an upcoming webinar, which is going to happen on Tuesday, July 25th at 9 p.m. And today's topic, what I wanted to talk about was, do I know enough to be a coach? Okay, so this was a huge concern for me because let me tell you my background. I loved health and fitness. I was learning about foods and nutrition. I was reading things. I didn't know it all. I'm a registered dental hygienist. My degree is in science dental hygiene. I took one nutrition course in college, loved it. And then after I had my little girl, I was just kind of hooked on learning more about nutrition because I wanted to make sure whatever I fed her was the best. And so that's when my family and I decided we were going to start learning more about living a more organic lifestyle. And so we started that with our foods, and it was a slow progression, but we do majority of the time now eat organic. But when I came across my coach's post about doing something with health and fitness, I thought, man, that sounds like so much fun. I had already been thinking about being a fitness instructor, being a personal trainer, going back to school to be a nutritionist. My husband and I actually even talked about opening up a juice truck because we used to be big into juicing. So we had all these ideals, and nothing felt right. And so until I seen what my coach, Brooke, was doing, I was like, man, that looks like a lot of fun. She can do it on her own time. I'm going to watch her. I watched her for a while, and she finally did this post that she was going to train anybody who wanted to learn more about coaching. And so I'm like, okay, there's your sign, Danielle. You know nothing about coaching. You know nothing about what she's doing, and you need some training. So maybe you should reach out to her. And that's what I did. I reached out to her as soon as I seen that post. I was actually laying in bed. I can remember the exact moment. And I was like, hey, tell me about this coaching thing. You're going to train people? And so we got to talking, and let me start this off, guys. I didn't know a lot about Beachbody. I actually had a Beachbody program that somebody had given me, and I didn't even know it was Beachbody. So I've never completed a Beachbody program. I had never done any of the other products like Shakeology. I had never done a challenge group. I had never coached anybody through their health and fitness journey. I had people all the time ask me, how do you stay so fit? Or I wish I had your motivation. Or they'd ask me about my recipes or what I brought, or what did you cook? Oh, that looks so good. Or how do you do it, Danielle? Like, how do you stay so motivated? And how do you stay so fit? And I felt like I never really had an answer for people. It was just kind of like, I didn't really know what to say to them, but be like, oh, well, I work out and I eat healthy. That's what I do. And it wasn't until, Beachbody was put in front of me that I realized, wow, I can really use this as a platform to help people. They have the nutritional stuff already laid out. They have the fitness programs with the trainers already laid out. And all I have to do is encourage them, motivate them, hold them accountable, and check in on them. And I was like, that's so cool. Like, I can totally do that. I don't have to go back to school. I can do it on my time. And I do it this is my home. I do it in my home. And it was just like, wow, like that's what I need to be doing. So I signed up to be a coach right away. And I'm so glad that I did, because I didn't know anything. I didn't know the fitness programs. I didn't know a lot about the supplements. So I had done research because I was like, no to supplements. Oh my gosh. Because we were learning things about being organic, and I knew that supplements, most of them had harmful ingredients in it. And I was like, no, I'm not going to take it. Like, I don't need it. I eat whole foods. I'm not going to do it. But it took me educating myself. I needed to educate myself on the product, so I did. Oh, I felt such relief that it was a product I could stand behind, that was actually really clean. It was one of the best out there. I mean, how fortunate did I get to fall into a company that was going to be a platform that I was going to be able to help people that I could stand behind. Hallelujah, right? I see way too many people that join a company they can't stand behind because it's not healthy. It's not healthy. So I was so excited about that. And, it was very learn as I went. I didn't have a social media following. I didn't know a lot about Facebook or Instagram. I didn't have a YouTube channel. I definitely didn't have a blog. Over the last 3 years, I have been coachable, and I have been able to learn along the way. And let me say this, I made mistakes. I had failures. If you hear from any successful person, they will tell you they have failed. They will tell you a big part of their success is all of their failures. And you guys may be like, why? Like, you don't want to fail at something? How do you learn? How do you learn if you never try or never put yourself out there? Yeah, you might have a failure along the way, for sure. But what do you do with failures? Do you give up? I see people give up all the time. They have a failure, they give up. That's not me. That's not the type of person I am. That's not the type of people that's on my team. Because we want to learn from our mistakes. And when you learn from your mistakes, you become better. You become a better person. You become a better coach. It's just such a huge part of all of this. So I'm so excited that I did decide to become a coach, because I've learned so much in the last 3 years. I've learned more about nutrition than I ever could. I've learned all our fitness programs because I've done them. And I started from square one. So never take your chapter 1 in this coaching journey and compare it to my chapter 20, because I've been doing this for over 3 years now, and I have been very coachable, and I have learned along the way. And that's the great thing about our team, is that our team offers this amazing coach training. You are going to have so many resources when you join us, because we have a self-paced training website that myself and my husband and my team helped to put together and create some of the best practices that we've learned along the way of coaching that's made our businesses successful. And we now get to share it with everybody who joins our team. That's one thing I also want to touch on, is like, so many people don't understand when they sign up to be a coach. You really need to take it as an application process. Like, you are interviewing whoever your sponsor is. What does your sponsor have to offer you? Do they have training to offer you? Are they willing to mentor you? Are they willing to, if they don't know everything, are they willing to learn with you? You guys can learn together, because sometimes coaches don't. I started not knowing everything, but people still join my team, and we learn together, and we learn from each other's mistakes. So that's what I'm going to say. If you feel like you don't know anything about coaching, some of you that may be watching this have done a challenge group with me. You're ahead of the game from when I started, because I hadn't even done that yet when I first started. So keep that in mind. Don't compare your chapter 1 to my chapter 20.